Come to me, my jungle friends! Oh! Well, just let you know, I have reflexes of a cat and a speed of a mongoose. Go ahead, do it! I dare ya! Because I want you to say hello to my stinky little friend. How about, of course, I give you a call? Your number's still 901? Alrighty then. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
You said
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Bumblebee Tuna! Alrighty then, my royal chums. It is I, Daniel. You may call me the pop culture dude, and now I can't believe this, but if you remember from my last Ace Ventura 3 rumor about Evan Peters, aka Quicksilver, being the son of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and I'm like, I'm pretty skeptical about this. I don't know if I want to do this. Because if you eventually make that decision, that means you're a Yahoo! The her! And you don't want that to make that happen. But now, these Ace Ventura 3 rumors, I'm just gonna recap myself. Let's see that. It's the replay. Now, eventually, we keep hearing rumors of Ace Ventura 3, which is the main reason why The Mask 2 was canceled, but we will get to that. Back in December of 2019, online, we got this cover, the most clickbaiting website that you'll ever see, where it's not always reliable. It's in a way they said, oh, Ace Ventura 3's in the works with Jim Carrey, who is eventually gonna be approved to sign in the contract to be in Ace Ventura 3. But I'm like, I don't know, you may be lying to us. Let's see who's lying, shall we? But there's a little bit of source evidence background. I'm like, what if it's not fake? Why? Because Morgan Creek, the official studio that produced both the Ace Ventura films, on Twitter just approved by saying Ace Ventura 3 is on the go, just waiting for Jim Carrey's approval. So I'm just saying, really? Is it actually really happening, or they're eventually just teasing or just acknowledging it, but there's no confirmation? So does that mean Ace Ventura 3 is confirmed? Wrongo, it's not confirmed. It's just a speculation, a rumored idea. But from the latest rumor, besides, is Jim gonna return to Ace Ventura 3? Hold on. When I tell the story about Ace Ventura 2, in order for Ace Ventura 3 to work, Jim Carrey himself has to be genuinely on board to play the character again with a strong purpose. He can't do it for the sake of sweet moolah and sweet cash, or the sake of we want fan demand so we can feel nostalgic again. That's not the case. That shouldn't be the reason. In order for him to come back to as Ace Ventura, he needs to have that strong purpose, but also that same elements as he feels from the first Ace Ventura movie, because without Jim Carrey, there is no Ace Ventura. So yeah, after all I recap that, yes, Morgan Creek has been listening to the fans, including myself, about we want a true proper Ace Ventura 3, the fact that they've been talking about these rumors since December 2019, and the fact that back in 2020, Jim has been acknowledging the Ace Ventura character many times, but now it's starting to become official that this brand new Ace Ventura movie, can't guarantee it's Ace Ventura 3 or rumor, it's going to the Amazon. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We're going downtown. But either way, it's going to be written by, dare I say it, the same writers who gave us the Sonic the Hedgehog movie featuring Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, Pat Casey, and Josh Miller. And to me, if this is going to be a brand new Ace Ventura movie, I'm like, those writers could actually fit, because trust me, I love Pat Casey and Josh Miller's work before Sonic, of course, but during Sonic, I'm like, okay, they know how to deliver like the best jokes, and when it comes to their comedy elements in their screenplay, and since they worked with Jim Carrey before, that is really good. So, as long as they have Pat Casey and Josh Miller, I'm like, those are suitable writers for an Ace Ventura 3. You could put as many PG-13 crude humor as you want. It's better off that way for an Ace Ventura movie. But I'm gonna mention this again. Here's the big but about it. Is this gonna feature Jim Carrey as Ace Ventura? And I'm gonna recap myself again from the last time. In order for Ace Ventura 3 to work for many of the fans, including myself, Jim Carrey needs to be genuinely 100% on board to be in this film. Because if I told you the story about Ace Ventura 2, as much as I love that sequel to death, but that's the main reason why he doesn't want to return to the role or any sequels in general, except Dumb and Dumber 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I'm assuming Jim is currently filming as Dr. Robotnik, as he likes to explore more of the character. But yeah, you already heard me say this before, but Ace Ventura, hands down one of my top 5 favorite Jim Carrey roles of all time. And yes, you see him in the Carrey bunch. He is definitely up there with The Mask, The Grinch, Robotnik down below. Ace Ventura, he's a high bar. He's so likable. He's a genius, but he's a lunatic in disguise. Like, why he just acts like an animal, like, oh. And plus, I just really like his personality, but also his egotistical skills of how he solves his animal cases through his skills. And that's why I eventually say that Ace is just one of the most entertaining comedy protagonists of all time. And it's a good thing Morgan Creek has been listening to us, but I'm just hoping, like my true proper wish, don't be a straight up reboot. If you're gonna do the Son concept, then that's fine, as long as it sticks to the same continuity as Pet Detective and When Nature Calls, and completely ignore Ace Ventura Jr. Pet Detective like it doesn't exist. And you shall repent, and thou shalt be saved. So yeah, you can tell I'm a hardcore, die-hard Ace Ventura fan since childhood, since Jim Carrey is my favorite movie actor of all time, and Ace Ventura is definitely one of my most fan-favorite roles that he's done. And yes, I did demand that I would like to see an Ace Ventura 3, but Jim wants to do other projects that are completely new to him and don't have to repeat roles. But since it's coming in Amazon, it reminds me, is it gonna be the similar way how Eddie Murphy makes a comeback in his career and reprise one of his iconic comedy roles as Akeem in Coming to America? Is it gonna get that same treatment by Jim? Is Ace Ventura 3, but gonna be on Amazon, and it's gonna be produced by Morgan Creek, written by the same writers who gave us the Sonic movie, as him as Dr. Robotnik. Let's just start it, allow we? So, I'm just gonna read by Yahoo article. Let's just go ahead and start read this. Ace Ventura 3 in development as Amazon from the writers of Sonic the Hedgehog. A new Ace Ventura film is officially in development, with the right holders Morgan Creek doing a deal with Amazon to bring this beloved pet detective to the big screen. If it's not clear if Jim Carrey, who starred the 1994 Ace Ventura and 1995's Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, will be returning. I'm hoping, crossing fingers, because I have a reflexes of a cat and a speed of a mongoose. Go ahead, reboot Ace once again like you tried to do in 2017. I dare ya! I just can't do it, Captain! I do have the time! For God's sakes, I'm a doctor, not a fool, man! I just don't want that to happen, please. So, like I said, in order for Ace Ventura 3 to work, you have to convince Jim to return to the role. If he doesn't and just completely reboot the character, then don't even bother me of trying to watch the film. You snooze, you lose. So let's continue. The new comes courtesy of Park Circus Distribute, which acts as a sales rep for Morgan Creek in North America. And a blog on the Park Circus website, a Morgan Creek spokesperson responds and reveals, Ace Ventura 3 will see a new day at Amazon at major motion picture theatrical with the Sonic movie writers. Wait, theatrical? In theaters? Gravy! There you go. So, 2020 Sonic the Hedgehog movie was written by Pat Casey and Josh Miller. I know. It was starred Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, opposite a CGI Sonic voiced by Ben Schwartz. I know. And they're gonna do that again in the sequel. Round 2 with the blue, baby. So, Amazon recently distributed Coming to America. I called it! Another beloved comedy vehicle that was resurrected after a long absence in screen. It's been since 1995, 26 years ever since When Nature Calls came out, so this is a good time. Let's recap ourselves. And now here's the first movie. Carrey helped to write the script for the original 1994 film. Yes, that's very true. Which saw the eccentric Miami private-based detective investigating the case of a missing dolphin, Snowflake. It's cool that the first movie was filmed in Miami, because I live in Florida. Along with The Mask and Dumb and Dumber, it was one of the 3 blockbuster hits of 1994. Yes, Ace Ventura Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber, 3 big comedy hits of Jim Carrey's start of his career in Hollywood. So, that firmly established him as an A-list comic after enjoying his success on television in 11 Color. Along with the 1995 sequel, Ace Ventura has spawned a TV series from 1995 to 2000. Yes, I mentioned that from the last video. And for television sequel to Ace Ventura Jr. Pet Detective in 2009. If you want me to recap of all 3 Ace Ventura movies for those who have not seen it, watch this clip, if you please. Just watch a couple of these clips from Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Jim Carrey is Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Africa will never be the same.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
Say uncle! Say uncle!
Jim Carrey,
Do I have something in my teeth?
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Say hello to my stinky little friend!
And Ace Ventura: Pet Detective Jr.
Tabby's been nabbied. I hear a whole lot of lost pets calling my name. Come to me, my jungle friends!
Look for Ace Ventura Jr. Pet Detective.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. If I had to say in comparison, the first two Ace Ventura movies are like the first two Home Alone movies, and Ace Ventura: Pet Detective Jr. is Home Alone 3, and if that makes sense to you, if you know what I'm talking about, where they basically, the studio, where your main actor doesn't want to reprise for another sequel or do the same role that makes them break out into their career, you decide to make an unrelated sequel that is barely linked to the originals and decide to be like, oh, let's put in a new cast. It's not, just ignore the continuity of the other ones. Why? Because we need to keep this franchise alive. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, the Ace Ventura first film and the second movie holds a special place in my heart. Ace Ventura Jr., it's better if we forget about that. No. So let's just continue. It's not the first time Morgan Creek has stated his intention to reboot Ace Ventura in 2017. Yes, that is very true. They even tried to reboot Ace, and I say that's not a good idea. Because that'll make you, say her. But either way, if this Ace Ventura 3 news, like, they're still trying to find a way to make this new Ace Ventura movie to welcome to the new audience who don't know much about Ace. Well, if you have not seen the first or second movie, I suggest you should have the time to watch it. Go look at your local streaming services to watch the first movie, but as well as the second movie, and then you'll understand that this role is a big breakout role that made Jim Carrey popular since the 90s. But at the exact same time, Ace Ventura is definitely like one of my most beloved characters, and it would be so amazing to Jim to reprise this role, because if Jim can play Robotnik again in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2, why not for Ace for the third time? But if he is gonna play Ace Ventura one more time, I want it to be his last time, because think about it. He's 59 years old, and to me, if you want to bring a Dumb and Dumber 2 treatment where why Lloyd has not been around for 20 years, same thing for why Ace has not been doing his Pet Detective agency for many years, because, you know, it could be lead to retirement, but he tries to put on his due. Nobody messes with the due! And you don't want that eventually to Ace to actually come back to his A game and be a pet detective one last time. And if you're gonna do the son, that's fine. Make it be a father and son team up if you want to, but make sure it's a true definitive conclusion to Ace Ventura's story arc for this third movie. And if Ace Ventura 3 goes good, I know I don't want to sound dude demanding, but if Jim says yes to the Mask sequel, can you actually make the sequel to The Mask? That's my favorite Jim Carrey movie, please. Please, please. What are they gonna do to me, Sanj? What are they gonna do? But either way, that's my biggest request. So I wish Pat Casey and Josh Miller good luck on writing the script for this new Ace Ventura movie. Whether it's really the third movie or it's just a straight up reboot, I don't know. But we'll eventually see. It just be all loosey-goosey, alright? But anyway, in order for this Ace Ventura movie to work, I'm just gonna say this many times. Just give me a true proper Ace Ventura third movie featuring Jim Carrey as the pet detective, or don't give me anything at all. But yeah, anyway, that's it for today's video, and hopefully you guys are as excited as I am for those who have watched the Ace Ventura movies, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye then.